Welcome to the Batavia Daily News Hometown Heroes Edition with Mercy Flight. We're excited to have Kate Glaser with us. This is kind of an introduction show to the shows we're actually going to be doing, our Hometown Heroes shows. So certainly if you're tuning in for the hero, I'm not the hero, but the wonderful people with Mercy Flight and the patients that they serve are the heroes. Kate, because obviously you're here and you're going to be helping us host these shows, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do with Mercy Flight?
Sure. I am fresh into Mercy Flight. I've been with Mercy Flight for about 8 months as the marketing and public relations director. So I'm able to really meet people in my communities that we are serving and expose the Mercy Flight mission. It's life saving. It's full of heroes. So I feel really proud that I'm able to be here with you and sort of lead us into the future with this Hometown Heroes segment.
So Mercy Flight, can you tell us a little bit how it started, why it started?
Sure. Mercy Flight started back in 1981. Founding president Douglas Baker sort of had a dream to be able to get patients to hospitals faster, and our tagline is "When Minutes Matter," and that is a current motto that we stand by. So we started with one helicopter servicing the areas of Buffalo for 12 hours a day. So it's sort of a part-time type thing, and has transformed into so many helicopters, a ground side, air side, community education. It's just phenomenal. We operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're out there saving lives, but we're also educating our communities about what it takes to run an emergency medical organization. And I am so proud to stand behind this because it's totally nonprofit. We use compassion when it comes to medical care, but also when it comes to our bottom line and with financial. So it's just an incredible organization. We started back in 1981, like I said, and to see it sort of, succeeding into the future, we are just soaring with so much success, and we are so excited to be here and to also service the area of Genesee County.
So you've been on this job for 8 months.
Yes.
You have no notes in front of you. I can attest to that.
Attest.
So how many missions, how many flights since 1981?
That's a really easy one.
Oh, come
only
on.
because it's just one number. We have safely done 26,000 patient missions, actually over 26,000 patient missions. And that is just our air side. We've also, started a ground side, our ambulance crew. So we're actually servicing even more calls on our ground side. So every patient mission has a story. Every patient mission has that one patient and so many loved ones that rely on them to come back home and be safe. So I say 26,000 patient missions, but I really realize how important it is to these families and to these communities that we are there servicing the Western New York community.
So I want to back up to another thing you just quickly touched on. You said the word nonprofit. What does that mean, and how is this possibly affordable? Because to have such high care,
Sure.
such great equipment, and you talk about safety.
Sure.
How is this possible? How is it nonprofit, and how do people afford it?
Sure. Well, just hitting on safety really quickly, we actually operate twin engine helicopters. Many emergency air medical organizations only handle it with a single engine helicopter. So that means completely more. It's so safe, and our pilots all have at least 6 to 8 years experience. A lot of them come from the military. So when it comes to safety, we invest in a higher priced helicopter, but they are twin engine. So I really stand behind that too, is that we are completely safe, and safety is our top priority. We are a nonprofit, meaning that we use compassion when it comes to financials. So let's say you are picked up by Mercy Flight, it kicks through your insurance, and if you are underinsured or you're not insured, we are able to help you. We have a charity care program where we actually help you pay for your bills. Last year we forgave close to $2 million in medical bills for people that were picked up by Mercy Flight. So when it comes to the marketing end, where I join a group of women, 2 of my colleagues, I work with them, and we fundraise. So we have a gala, we have golf tournaments, we have different things throughout the year that we actually help to fundraise and help people with their bills. We just purchased 3 new helicopters to replace 3 aging helicopters.
Wow.
So that is a huge expense for us, but like I said, safety is our top priority, and we want to make sure that we're operating when minutes matter. That's really important to us.
Wow, $2 million. That's
Well, they are $7 million a piece,
yeah.
and we purchased 3. So
Right.
it's a huge investment, but it carries us into the future, and we're able to replace our 1980s helicopters that we've had for quite some time, and they're expensive to fix. So we wanted to replace those and get new helicopters. They're set to arrive in the spring or summer, so we're excited.
It's staggering to hear these numbers,
Yes.
and then to hear the nonprofit side and the help that you give the families. They don't. That's not a concern.
Well, the one
Because
thing,
it's a bad time sometimes when a helicopter lands and you don't have to worry about money.
exactly, that's what I always say is you're going through enough stress trying to deal with a critical illness or a critical injury, and to have to worry about a bill, we just don't believe in that. That's one thing founding president Mr. Baker really believes in, is a nonprofit mission.
I know I'm very familiar with Mercy Flight, but one thing that's unique in Batavia is the ambulance service.
Yes.
Can you touch on that? I think it's been a few years it's been
Sure.
around.
It's been a few years. Genesee County believed in Mercy Flight. We were operating as an air ambulance, emergency medical via the air, and they believed in us. So they wanted us to come to Batavia and to Genesee County in service on the ground side. So we have been operating for a couple of years here in Batavia, and we service, venues such as Live Nation, Darien Lake. We are there. We are helping the community with that. So we are in the process of building a brand new EMS building. I forget which street it's on. It's over right outside of Batavia by the 90. So we are excited about that. That should be done actually in the spring as well. So we have a lot of great things coming up. And we have an entire crew of ground ambulance helping us.
So Mercy Flight, famous for showing up at scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, the pilots land in the most obscure areas, where you just don't expect a pilot to be able to land and save lives. So that you're famous for. But what about others who are in need? Are there other times the helicopter flies as well as just, an accident or emergency?
Sure. The one thing I'm so impressed by is that we're helping pediatric patients. And one of the big parts of our job is to actually help transport NICU babies. So babies born in rural areas that need to get to a specialty care hospital such as Oshai Children's in downtown Buffalo. So we are actually having a lot of hospital transfer calls where we will actually pick a patient up from a hospital, let's say in Wellsville, and we'll transfer them out to ECMC or Oshai. We actually also transfer to Pittsburgh and out of state with our helicopter. We actually also have a Learjet, which is really impressive. I love it. It's so great. It's actually based in Batavia at the Batavia Airport, and we can transport patients nationwide. We had a patient a couple of months ago who needed brain surgery in LA, so we were able to transport that patient via our Learjet. So it's really incredible.
Wow, I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah, you
This
are.
is good.
I know. I love it.
Wow.
And I'm still learning every day. That's what I love about my job, is that I'm working with so many great heroes, and there's always something happening in Mercy Flight.
Well, that's funny you bring that up. That's the name of the show,
Yeah.
Hometown Heroes. What is it like working every day with so many selfless people, from doctors to pilots to mechanics?
Yeah.
What is it like?
I love that you mention everyone, because it's not just our medical staff that are the heroes. We have an entire crew of mechanics who are keeping our helicopters in the air, keeping them safe. They are incredible people. We are also, highlighting the patients that have been picked up. So patients are also heroes. They're heroes for being so brave and believing in Mercy Flight. And then also, working with our medical side of things, like you said. I mean, they really are selfless. They are working holidays, working overnights, working all hours. We are 24-hour operation, and they are ready to go when minutes matter. And I just love to stand behind that. And we're so excited to highlight that.
Yeah, and that's going to be the basis of this. Today is just to kind of touch on Mercy Flight, but then Kate's going to be bringing in some of these heroes. I can't wait to hear the stories, again, the doctors, people. And then there's the survivors. And that's kind of another thing we want to reach out to you. If you are a survivor, if Mercy Flight affected you and your family in a positive way, we want to hear from you. You can reach out to us at email here at the Daily News, at news@batavia.com. news.com, or you can comment here. You can comment on our Facebook page, send us a message there. On our website, you can comment. And also, you have a very interactive social media now. We're on Twitter. We're seeing you guys are gaining on
Yes,
social
we
media.
are.
So before we wrap up,
Sure.
where are some places that people can follow Mercy Flight
Sure.
on social media?
We are on Facebook. We have a very strong Facebook following. We handle messages every day. We are always on our Facebook, so feel free to reach out to us there at Mercy Flight Western New York. We also have an Instagram, a Twitter, and we just launched a new website, mercyflight.org. Head on over, give us your stories. We'd love to be able to tell them, and we appreciate you tuning in for this.
Awesome. So that's what we'll do. You can check our website, you can check the newspaper. We're going to let you know about the next set of shows, and we're going to share these stories. So, Kate, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, John. You are so easy to talk to, I have to say. Thank you, because I was a little nervous getting back into the TV thing, but thank you. I appreciate it.
That's going to be another show. She used to be on TV.
Let's not go back to those days.
Sometime. All right, thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you.